Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Terrence Whittle. I'm the Director of Athletics and the head baseball coach here at Stillman College, and I'd like to welcome you all to our third annual Hall of Fame induction breakfast ceremony. We're excited this morning. We're excited about the opportunities that lie ahead of us. We're excited about the legacy that we're able to continue to move the Mantle with Stillman forward with athletics, and those who came before us, as evidenced by the representatives here today and the honorees that we will be honoring very, very shortly. So I want to thank you for taking time out to spend a few hours, a few minutes with us. I'm sorry, we're not going to keep you here all morning. I know people have things to do. I would love to because you all look so great. But thank you for coming. Thank you for sharing in this homecoming experience with us and with the honorees. With that being said, I would like to bring to the rostrum to give us our invocation the Reverend Dr. Joseph Scrivener.
Good morning. He's not going to hold us like those MLK breakfast events. Let's pray. Gracious God, we thank you. We thank you for being here. We thank you for our health and strength. We thank you for this college. We thank you for what it has meant in the lives of so many for so many decades. We thank you for our president, Dr. Yolanda W. Page. We thank you for the administration, faculty, and staff. Dear God, we thank you now most especially for athletics. We thank you for what athletics means to the athletes and to the spirit of the college. We thank you for the honorees and their achievements and the excellence that they exhibited in glorifying you. We ask that you would bless them and their families as they are celebrated today. And then, oh God, we ask that you would bless the food for the nourishment of our bodies so that we will continue to use our minds, bodies, and spirits to serve you, to glorify you, to magnify you. And we ask that you would do all of these things in the name of your Son, Jesus Christ. Amen.
At this time, I'd like to bring forward a member of our Hall of Fame selection committee to introduce and call the honorees forward. So if you'd welcome Dr. Norman Golar.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Our induction of honorees. First up, Mrs. Nicole Chester. Our second honoree, Mr. Thomas Wesley, accepting it on his behalf, his brother and sister, Brother Marvin Wesley and Sister Vera Hendricks. Our next honoree, Mr. James Toombs, accepting on his behalf his classmate, Ms. Lila Morgan Hackett. Our next honoree, Mr. Lester Dent, accepting on his behalf is his son, Lester Dent Jr. Our next honoree, and excuse me, I skipped the order here. Dr. Archie Wade, accepting on his behalf is his daughter, Ms. Tina Wilson. Thank you.
I'd like to welcome all of our honorees and their guests and attendees for being here. This is an extravagant event for us. We're so glad that you all are here for your family members, and I guess for your family members as well. I want to thank all of you for being here. At this time, I'd like to bring remarks from our president, Dr. Yolanda W. Page.
Well, good morning, everyone. Good morning. It is such a pleasure to see all of your bright and smiling faces this very early Friday morning. Well, I would like to say I am very honored and, of course, privileged to welcome all of you to the Stillman College Athletic Hall of Fame breakfast. This morning, we gather to share a meal and to celebrate the legacy, the dedication, and of course, the excellence of the remarkable athletes who have left an indelible mark on Stillman College athletics. To our esteemed Hall of Fame inductees, Nicole Chester, Lester Dent, Glenda Gilcud, James Toombs, the late Dr. Archie Wade, and Thomas Wesley, this is your moment. Bask in it. Because your contributions on and off the field, the court, and the diamond have not only elevated the name of Stillman College, but they have also inspired generations of student athletes to strive for greatness, as witnessed by our men and women basketball teams and our Lady Tigers softball team, as well as our other teams. Your perseverance, your discipline, and your commitment to excellence certainly embody the very spirit of what it means to be a Stillman Tiger. As the legendary Jackie Robinson once said, and I quote, "A life is not important except in the impact it has on other lives," end quote. So each of you being honored today has not only achieved greatness in your respective sports, but you have also uplifted those around you. When you were at Stillman, certainly your teammates and coaches, but also today, as you go into the Hall of Fame, your legacy will continue to uplift the entire Stillman College community. Your impact will be felt for years and generations to come. I want to give a special thank you to our athletics director, Terrence Whittle, the coaches, the members of the Athletic Hall of Fame committee, for your continued support and champion of Stillman College athletic programs. Your unwavering belief in our students' potentials plays a crucial role in their success. So thank you. And I don't see any of them here this morning because they probably are still sleeping. I know our men and women basketball teams are, but I do want to take the time this morning to recognize our student athletes, because I want them to certainly bask in this moment. And I know it's being recorded, so we'll make sure we get it to them. But I want them to bask in this moment, to bask in the excellence that's in this room, because I wanted them to make sure that they pay attention to the fact that it's these individuals who paved the way. And we're counting on our current athletes to one day be the ones to pave the way for the next generation. So as I close, I want to say to all of you, let's reflect on the power of sports. I know we often reflect on the power of education, but we know that oftentimes sports and education, they work hand in hand, because many of our students, if we're honest, it's athletics that first attract them to higher education. But once they come to a college, they realize how they both work together and how they both can advance them and move them forward. Because we know, well, I wasn't an athlete myself, but I've raised an athlete. But we know that athleticism, it builds character, it helps them to create lifelong bonds, And it also teaches them the value of hard work that we as parents instill in our students. Hard work, resilience, and teamwork. So that's what we are celebrating today. So again, I want to say congratulations. And I want to say, perennially, we'll say, go Tigers.
Thank you, Dr. Page, for those remarks. At this time, I know you all are famished by now, so we can begin our breakfast serving. So we're going to begin with the head table, and then we'll follow accordingly after our guests have partaken on their meal. So at this time, please take advantage of our breakfast buffet bar. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get started with the second part of our program. At this time, and we'll be remiss if we didn't recognize other Stillman College staffers and supporters for our athletics. So at this time, I'm going to ask members of the senior leadership team, will you please stand and be recognized at this time, if you are here? Also, there are other members of the athletics department that showed up. If you would please stand and be recognized. And also, we have members of our business office here. Will you please stand and be recognized? And would you also allow me to give a round of applause to our media setup today, Mr. Nicholas Finch, Mr. Chris Megason, and that Reverend James Dumas. At this time, we're going to bring forward our special selection to be performed by members of the Stillman College Choir. And we have a trio of performers, Miss Brayla Black, Lamaya Cheatham, and Isaiah Ramsey. Give them a round of applause as they come forward.
Safety in the Lord, I am safe, I'm safe, safe, safe. Love in the Lord, I am safe, I'm safe, safe, safe. Healing in the Lord, I am safe, I'm safe, safe, safe. Peace in the Lord, I am safe, I'm safe, safe, safe. Safety in the Lord, I am safe, saved. I am saved. I'm saved. Saved. Saved.
Thank you so much to that trio of students. And, they are evidence of the kind of talent that our students have at Stillman College. Give them another round of applause. Thank you so much. So we've arrived at the moment of why we're here, and we'll begin recognizing the induction of our honorees today. At this time, I'm going to ask Ms. Jean Wilson if she'd come and help me present the awards for our honorees. Our first honoree is Ms. Nicole Chester, and her sister Joy will come and speak on her behalf for a minute. Thank you so much.
Good morning, everyone. Today, I have the honor of introducing someone who is not just my big sister, but she's a big deal. My sister is, in every sense, a force to be reckoned with. She's the definition of strong in every way that matters. Physically, mentally, spiritually, and yes, I'm gonna make up a word, bossily. She's been trying to tell me what to do most of my life. But we as a family could not be more proud of her incredible accomplishments. As a four-time qualifier for the NCAA Division III Women's Track and Field Championships, she didn't just show up, she showed out. She became Stillman College's first ever two-time NCAA All-American, setting the women's discus record at an incredible 147 feet 6 inches, which still remains jaw-dropping. She also had that 23-3 record in dual meets. So I would say her middle name should be Dominance. But beyond the medals, the records, and the accolades, what makes my sister truly a Hall of Famer is her heart. She is the epitome of a quiet servant leader. The students who once sat in her classroom are now parents, teachers, and professionals themselves. I'm not gonna look at her because she's gonna make me cry. And they still speak about the impact that she has on their lives. Her humility is unparalleled, though we know she deserves to be celebrated every single day. Even her son, who we just celebrated his birthday yesterday, knows how to bring out the adventurous side in her. Last year, that was her first time coming back for Stillman College's homecoming because he had a HBCU project. And probably, that was maybe the second time, it had been many years. He can bring out that, let's just say, uncomfortable side for her. She's also a proud Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated woman who led her Gaston chapter with grace and strength, and a church choir soloist who sings with a deep soul passion. Just the living embodiment of perseverance. She just keeps going, doing what she does, inspiring everyone in her orbit without a second thought. She won't tell you any of this herself because she's too humble. But if you've had the privilege of knowing her, you know this to be true. She is a woman with a heart of gold, a quiet fire, and an unstoppable will. So this morning, let's celebrate my parents' favorite first daughter and my bossy, strong, loving, and humble sister as she takes her well-deserved place in the Hall of Fame. We love you, we are proud of you, and you deserve every bit of this honor. Thank you.
Please help us welcome to the Hall of Fame, Nicole Chester.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. She's absolutely right. You would never hear me say that. He asked me, good morning. I'm sorry. Good morning. This, I'm overwhelmed. I don't talk in front of people. I ran a school. You wouldn't think that. Just retired this past January 5th. Thank you, Lord. 30 years. No, I don't look it. I know. But, but I am very grateful. And I promise you that would have never, when he asked me for the bio, what did I say? My last words, listen, I don't talk about myself. So you kind of have to fit in. So I'm thankful for Dr. Staffo for having that information there, because it reminded me of some of the things that I did, because I just do what I do. And I'm going away from my speech. I'm sorry. So, oh my God, so I'm going to get my sister later. Okay, wow. Standing here today, receiving this incredible honor, I am filled with gratitude, reflection, and deep appreciation for the people who have shaped my journey. First and foremost, to God for the ability to do what I do. I had no training. This is something I did from our summer track club in St. Louis, Missouri. I heard some people saying St. Louis. I was part of the blues team. Hey, go blue. But since I was 13, and it just kind of happened every summer. From January to August, that was my season. High school, college, every year, that's what I did. So it just became who I was. So thank you again, family, for your unwavering love and support. Have been the foundation of everything I've accomplished. You have been my strength, my inspiration, and my greatest cheerleaders. Every sacrifice, every encouraging word, every moment of belief in me has brought me to this stage today. This honor belongs to you just as much as it does to me. To my friends for walking beside me, pushing me forward, and reminding me of my purpose. Your encouragement, your laughter, and unwavering faith in me have made these challenges easier and the victories even sweeter. To my sister friends who have traveled, thank you. From Texas and Gaston, thank you. To my alma mater, Stillman College, thank you for providing an environment where I could grow, learn, and become the person I am today. These lessons and opportunities and the community I find here continue to influence my journey in ways that I could never have imagined. I am proud to represent such an incredible institution, and I'm going to tell you, we all know Mason Bonner. Mason Bonner, when I came in 1989 for a summer trip, he showed me around, and he made me feel like I could belong. I belonged here. And my mother entrusted him with me. That's not something that mothers do. You know, she turned me loose, and if I had a problem, go find Mason Bonner. I appreciate that, and I thank you. And believe it or not, you're talking about in rooms that you don't even know about. So thank you. And when we get on the phone, we talk about Mason Bonner. Y'all seen Mason Bonner? Is he still at Stillman? So I thank you. And to the Hall of Fame committee, thank you for seeing something in me that is worthy of this recognition. This honor is not just about what I have done, but about the people who have lifted me, the lessons I have learned, and the responsibility I now carry to inspire and support. Being inducted into the Hall of Fame is more than just an achievement. It's a reminder of the power of perseverance, passion, and purpose. I accept this honor with gratitude and humility, knowing that I stand on the shoulders of those who have paved the way before me, and that I, in turn, have a duty to uplift others. And I have to say this, son, I am here because, one, you allowed me to, because we were going somewhere else to celebrate your birthday. But I'm here, and you said to me, I want to sit with you. I look forward to the day that I am sitting there, and you are sitting somewhere where I can recognize, where you'll be recognized, and I can cheer you on. So thank you. Thank you to all for being a part of this moment. I am forever grateful. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Our next honoree is Dr. Archie Wade, and accepting for him in his honor is his daughter, Miss Tina Wilson. Okay, come on. Thank you so much, Miss Wilson, for being here to recognize your father. Our next honoree is Mr. Thomas Wesley. Accepting for him is his brother Marvin and sister Vera.
Good morning. I'm Marvin. I'm the youngest of the Wesleys. Thomas and I was two peas in a pot. He said, the royal and gold is what you wear. Got it on for him. I went to Livingston and I played basketball, and he was at Stillman, so I stayed here more than I did at Livingston. When he bought his first house, it was blue. When he bought his first truck, it was blue. So that boy bled blue and gold. And I want him to know that we're proud of him and thank everybody for coming. He was a special dude.
Good morning. I'm Vera Wesley Hendricks, the lone female at my house. Grew up with 5 brothers. Thomas was the first to leave the nest. As far as the, at his funeral, I said the chain has been broken. And then someone else said, no, we just have to add another link. But that link is still missing. We miss him very much. We're from a very small town and a few miles from here, West Blockton, Alabama, in the community frog level. And I want to thank the community members that joined us today in this celebration from Frog Level, Alabama. My mom is still living. She is 91 years old. And she said, no, I am not going to Tuscaloosa because I have to get up too early. So we left her in bed. But my dad, O.C. Wesley, was a legend in West Blockton because he was a local baseball legend. And he passed that on to 2 of his sons, O.C. Jr., who lives in California and plays senior softball and is the home run legend. He hits, what you call it, switch hit? No. When he hits for the other older runners that can't hit. Okay. Okay. The designated hitter. And it's usually a home run. And he's 72 or so old. 73. And then we have a brother, 2 brothers that live in St. Louis, and one of them is here with us today. And one just had hip replacement surgery and could not be here, and he would be here if he could. The other thing that I want to tell you about Thomas and our community, there was a community league called the Centerville Dragons. And Alvin Rice and his wife are here. And Thomas played when he was not at Stillman or in college or in high school. He played baseball for the Centerville Dragons. One of the things that I want you to know about my brother, I'm a former school administrator, just retired. And I know how important sports is to our children. Sure, they want to play pro, but for those who don't make pro, they learn so much from their coaches, and so much is instilled into our student athletes, values, teamwork, and giving them an opportunity. I have heard so many of Thomas's former players just today say, he gave me an opportunity. He gave me a chance. And those players in the room that played for him here at Stillman, would you stand, please? There's two of them. Three, Stillman. Okay, and then there's a group of you from Alabama A&M that played for him at Alabama A&M. There's one. There's some behind back there. There's four. Thank you for coming and helping us honor our brother. And the young man right here in the front, stand up. I'm going to give you your props. He said, Thomas gave me an opportunity. He believed in me. And he is a 23-year veteran baseball coach at his high school. That's what it's all about. If we can't give back to our community and instill in our children to be us or better, then we're failing our children. On Thomas's tombstone, there are three things that signify his life. There's a baseball glove, there's a fishing rod, and a golf club. Those are the three loves of his life. And the family, Cleo, if you would come on up for the picture, Cleo. Our family would like to thank the Stillman College Athletic Association Hall of Fame for honoring our late brother, the Thomas Everett Wesley, Coach Wesley, to many of you.
Please join us in welcoming Thomas Wesley to the Stillman College Hall of Fame.
Where do you want? We got some tall people up here. There you go. Where to look?
One, two, three. So I'm still gonna in this board for a minute. Right, one, two, three.
Thank you. Our next honoree is Mr. James Toombs, and accepting for him is his classmate, Miss Lila Hackett.
Good morning. Good morning. I am delighted to have been asked by James to accept this very prestigious award on his behalf. He's in Florida and was unable to make it today, so I'm delighted to read these words from him. My heart is filled with thanksgiving, appreciation, and humility. First, I give thanks and all honor and glory to Yahweh, who is the master of my life and the source of all my athletic skills and abilities. I thank the late Dr. Archie Wade for nominating me to receive this prestigious award. I thank and appreciate everyone on the selection committee for considering me for this wonderful recognition. It is definitely the most meaningful and personal honor I have ever received. I thank Dr. Geoffrey Whisenton for recruiting me to play basketball at Stillman College. Playing basketball for Stillman provided an opportunity for me to earn a college degree. I thank all of my teammates for their support on the court. After all, basketball is a team sport. I thank all the Stillmanite fans for their unwavering support, which encouraged me to be the very best I could be on the hardwood floor. I thank Joe Namath, the Hall of Fame former professional football player, for encouraging hundreds of students from the University of Alabama to attend Stillman College home basketball games and sit among the Stillman student body to cheer for the Stillman Tigers. This happened in 1965, before the law for integration had passed. I have been told, Toombs, you did more to promote integration in Tuscaloosa, Alabama than Dr. Martin Luther King. I thank Stillman College, the administration, the faculty, and the student body for preparing me academically and socially for a successful career as an athletic coach, teacher, administrator, and counselor. It has been 58 years since graduating from Stillman College. When I reminisce of my wonderful times and the people I met and came to enjoy at Stillman, on and off the hardwood floor, the memories still bring joy to my heart. I am very pleased and grateful to be a member of the class of 2025 Stillman College Athletic Hall of Fame. I humbly accept this honor with much gratitude and appreciation. I love you, Stillmanites. Peace be unto you.
Join me in welcoming James Toombs to the Athletics Hall of Fame. Congratulations. Our next honoree is Mr. Lester Dent, and accepting for him will be his son, Lester Dent Jr., and his daughter.
Good morning. And my sister Wendy. I remember the times everybody when they get to meet me, they tell me how bad my daddy was. I can tell now though, I sure appreciate everything y'all did for us. Thank y'all.
Thank you. Thank you. I'll say something. When my dad came into my life, and all of a sudden he was gone, and I miss him so much. But I gained a brother, which I love, and I thank you all for what you've done. That's all.
Please join us in welcoming James Dent to the Athletics Hall of Fame. Appreciate you. And our final inductee is Miss Glenda Gilcud. Unfortunately, she is in the Bahamas and she could not be with us today, but we will accept on her behalf. And we have a presentation from her acknowledging her acceptance, and we're going to take a few minutes to take a look at what she has to share with us.
Hello, my name is Glenda Gilcud from the Bahamas, class of the 1996-98 Stillman Tigers. I am honored and grateful to stand before you today. It is with great distinction that I accept this prestigious award. I am truly privileged to be recognized in this way. I want to express my sincere gratitude to Stillman College inductee team for this recognition. Special thank you to Mr. Mason Bonner and Mr. Chris Medginson. Also, I would like to say a heartfelt thank you to Dr. Sharon Whitaker, Dr. Donald Staffel, and Coach Anita Walsh, who was my inspiration along the journey. I would like to dedicate this induction honors to Miss Natasha Curry and Miss Maureen Pinder from the Bahamas, who both have passed away. They both played a pivotal role in my success and were members of the Stillman Tigers ladies basketball team. Also, my sister Eloise Gilcud, who also passed away. She was the wind beneath my wings. To my family for always believing in me, I say thank you. Sometime when God pushes us to our limits, it is because He has great faith in us than we have in ourselves. To the future classes of Stillman College, with God, all things are possible. Be blessed. Go Tigers, go! Go Tigers!
Please give us another round of applause and welcome Glenda Gilcud to the Athletics Hall of Fame. I want to thank our media team for making sure that that was possible so that you can hear from her and hear her words. And so we're excited about this class. We want to thank them, thank their families for being here. Thank you all for being a part of the Stillman College legacy. And we hope that the things that we're doing now are peaceful and honorable in the sight of you all, in the sight of God. And we hope we continue to move this legacy forward. We want to thank our president for supporting us and all of those here at Stillman College. At this time, I'd like to bring forth our chair of the Hall of Fame committee, Mr. Mason Bonner, for some remarks.
Nicole, you made me cry. We're so thankful for this opportunity, so thankful for all of you who have attended this great breakfast that the athletic department has put on. I looked at each of the honorees, and I had a story about each of them, Popcorn, and that I wanted to just share with you. I used to watch Archie Wade on the basketball court. I was like 6 and 7 years old. I used to go to the court. I told Karen that we used to go by the house and look at them too. They had a lot of women that were in there. But Archie Wade was a very talented basketball player as well as a baseball player. And he was one of those that carried a role model image for me. And I think about James Toombs, who played at Stillman. Our high school basketball coach brought us up here. It was the first college basketball game that I'd ever seen in person. And James Toombs had the highest jump shot that I'd ever seen, even on television. He was a very outstanding basketball player. And then I thought about Coach Wesley, and he was allowing us to come up here to see baseball, and he had fabulous players that performed beyond, and he was a black coach. So it was somebody that had created a very distinct role model image for me. And then I looked at this young lady here, Nicole. Joy, you just made me cry. I thank God for being able to put me in the lives of all these young people. Ms. Jones, Dr. Jones. And we have to be servant leaders to these people so that they can then become servant leaders to the people that they impact on their lives. And that's what she did. She came and she was able to do the work at Gaston that she learned here at Stillman. So I think that's what we have to become, role models, to let them know that we can serve people without having to look and seek glory. So we're just thankful that, as I told Dr. Gilcud, we don't need to be dream killers. We need to be dream image builders. Don't kill the dreams of these young people, because they are in need of having a way to aspire and to be inspiring to other people. And you never know who you are going to influence. And you didn't have to make me cry either. Joy, you did that. But God is a good God, and I just thank each of you for being here, and thank you guys for being a part of supporting Stillman College athletics. Thank you again.
Thank you so much. I know they thought I forgot about them, but I did not. I would like for members of the Hall of Fame committee to please stand and be recognized. This is a result of their hard work. So if you're here, members of the Hall of Fame committee, please stand. Thank you so much. A lot of this work takes place in the summer, and so they have done a great job. I thank them for accepting the invitation to serve, and what you see here today is a result of their efforts. At this time, as we begin to close our ceremony out, I want to bring back forth the Stillman College trio that will lead us in the alma mater. So please stand as we partake in the alma mater. I also want to take this opportunity, as you know, there's always an opportunity for us all to support Stillman College and athletics. On your tables, you may see some QR codes, so please feel free to utilize the QR codes at your will and give as you wish to the athletics department, and those QR codes will help you do that. Thank you so much.
Far above the warriors' waters, with the waves of blue, stands our noble alma mater, glorious to view. Lift the chorus, speed it onward, loud the anthem ring. Hail to thee, alma mater, hail, hail, Stillman. Far above the busy humming of the bustling town, stands our noble alma mater, look she proudly down. Lift the chorus, speed it onward, loud the anthem ring. Hail to thee, alma mater, hail, hail, Stillman. Stillman, we will love thee ever, true to thee will be faith and hope and joy forever. Thou wilt hold the key. Lift the chorus, speed it onward, loud the anthem ring. Hail to thee, alma mater, hail, hail, Stillman.
Thank you so much. I know there are some people here that wish to also add some gifts to our honorees. So I'd like to take a few moments to accept those gifts on behalf of the persons that are giving those. Thank you so much. We're accepting some gifts on behalf of Thomas Wesley and Archie Wade. Thank you so much. Please enjoy the remainder of our homecoming festivities. I hope that your time here this weekend is enjoyable. And if there's anything that I can do for you as Director of Athletics or anybody on my staff, please feel free to reach out and ask us. Thank you all so much for being here.